Hey everyone, I'm Armor Gaming, welcome back to my channel, welcome to Monster Legends, and welcome to a monster review on Froma. I want to give a huge thanks to my teammate Remntar for letting me use your account to make this video, because without you I would not be able to be doing a monster review on Froma. So of all the mythic monsters that are currently released, if you have Froma, and specifically if you have Froma ranked up, to be honest, if you can get this monster, and I mean, even because mythic monsters have crazy stats and they're super fast, but if you can get this monster and you have the proper relics, this is probably the most powerful mythic monster in the game, just because of the fact that this mythic monster, when you go to skills, has fantasy drip. The fact that you can actually remove positive effects from all enemies before dealing damage, that is super good. And you might be thinking, armor, that's really lame. Fantasy drip removes positive effects from all enemies, deals low magic damage? What am I going to do with that? Why do I want Froma to go first? Well, that's true. If you have Froma alone, in terms of being a super fast monster that just goes first, that's kind of lame, right? Like, okay, I removed your evasion and here's a stamina leak. The thing is, I said with the right relics. So let me talk about this because I've hyped up Froma enough and you're probably like, oh my gosh, like I want to know why. So let me talk about why Fantasy Drip combined with certain relics is super good. So to do that, I need to actually go into the reliquary, and we need to talk about the two relics that make Froma super good. So Froma can hold the staff, and Froma can hold the amulet. So when it comes to the amulet, Charizard's amulet. After damaging with a skill, if wearer's life is above 50%, deals 8,655 points of special damage to damaged enemies, and removes 128 points of stamina from damaged enemies. This is currently at level 30, imagine it at level 40, right? That is going to be... Well, let's find out. Let's just autofill until we get it to level 40. Oh, I can't do it. Just to see, actually, if I unlock this. I'm not going to do it, obviously. Not even my account, but I wouldn't even risk all of this. But at level 33, autofill. At level 35, that's 153 points of stamina. So legendary monster have 180. Mythic monster can have up to 280. But again, that was at level 35. There's one more thing. And remember, I said he can hold the... Where is it? The staff. There is a relic known as Pump Seed Staff, which is such a crazy groundbreaking relic. After damaging with a skill, removes 180 points of stamina from the damaged enemy. So, if you have Pump Seed Staff and you have Charizard's amulet, together they're going to be removing all of the enemy's stamina. And if you're damaged by a skill, you also remove stamina from the attacker. How crazy is that? So, because Froma can remove positive effects, and luckily for you deals low magic damage, that's all you need to activate the Pump Seed Staff and to activate your Charizard's amulet. Let's see if I can see it maxed out. I probably can't, right? Because we own it. Yeah, oh whoops. So go to the Charizard's amulet. Bam. And yeah, we can't see it maxed out. But just imagine the potential. Right? Literally, doesn't even matter if it's a mythic with 280 stamina, you are draining everything. Everything. So that's why Froma, right now, compared to all the mythic monsters, if you have those two relics, and I mean, come on, they're like exclusive relics, are hard to get, so not everyone is gonna have them. But if those conditions are met, like, it's just groundbreaking. I can only imagine Froma on defense right now is probably such a hard monster to beat, because if you look at Froma, if you look at like one of the best way to take out mythic monsters, you literally bring Elvira. Like the introduction of mythic monsters into the game have led to an increase of Elvira usage, just because of that evasion. And then what are they gonna do? Just recharge? So yeah, just Fantasy Drip. It's awesome, low magic damage, and you stamina leak too. So like even right now, because all we have is this amulet that doesn't fully remove stamina, the stamina leak will help. Aside from that, other skills this monster has. Dream Again removes negative effects and life regen. This is awesome. You always want a cleansing skill, and this one even gives life regen. Lady of Beginnings, it's just a team evasion. That's awesome as well. Again, because you're going up against current mythic monsters, even if you don't have the fancy relics and you can't do all that, that's fine. If you're fighting other mythic monsters, have Froma go first, Lady of the Beginnings, and you're fine. The evasion will protect you from the enemy mythic monsters. My magic trait is a skill I really like. Deals moderate magic damage to an enemy, traits disable, and applies curse. The only thing that would have made this skill better is if it would have been like Fantasy Drip and it could have removed positive effects first, like your Dragar skill, right? Dragar has a skill that removes positive effects and then trait disables, then stun. Would have been really nice if this could remove positive effects, then trait disable, then curse. Because you know, if a monster does have evasion and they have dodge area as well, well, you can't. Fantasy Drip isn't going to do anything to them. And my magic trait, well, you're not going to be able to trade disable thanks to the evasion when you single target. So aside from those skills, you also have Excuse Me to removes positive effects twice from one enemy, deals moderate magic damage to one enemy. The reason this skill is so good, I would say, is because it is a direct counter to Wormlad's revival. Right now, another issue with with Mythic monsters is that if you fight a Wormlad and Wormlad does his resurrection, you literally can't do anything, especially if Wormlad revives a Megataunt monster or something. But with Excuse Me too, you'll be able to remove positive effects twice, or even a taunt monster. Remove positive effects twice, and that monster is dead. So Excuse Me too is a valuable skill you could use, depending on the situation. I'll try to fight a Wormlad base just to showcase that. Froma shows removes all negative effects from one ally, and Precision, I don't think you'll ever need that. I mean, there's always situations when you could run it, but you probably don't need it. Longevity Gloss deals moderate special damage to enemies, removes negative effects from itself. Don't think you'll need that unless if cooldown activated is an issue, if enemies going first, you could do that. And Stamina Leak deals heavy magic damage. This is spammable, so that's pretty cool. No stamina and no cooldown, so I don't think you really need it. Froma's not an attacker. As much as you can pretty much put strength on any mythic monster, you really don't need it with Froma. So we're just going to be using the team Rinth is using right now, and we're just going to showcase that Fantasy Drip skill. So who do we want to take on right now? Well, I do see a Wormlad, but I see Izel, I see Babari, oh, I see so many monsters, I see a Dunra. Let's see if we can, maybe the base on the left would have been good, but let's just see some more bases. Izel, Myrak, ooh, that one's going to be pretty good. So we'll do it this. So the one thing I will say, I'll go ×2 speed, and I'll do Fantasy Drip. The one thing I will say is that when you do fight a Megataunt monster, unfortunately, right, the Megataunt monster will still absorb it, but here you kind of saw a showcase of just that skill in effect by its own. So because I'm super fast, I literally just removed the Megataunt from Izel, and I'm already going again, and this is where I can trade disable and get rid of that, that taunt trait. That way I can go attack someone else. If I want to, I can cleanse. And again, actually in this case, I will cleanse because I want my other mythic monster to be able to attack. By the way, I didn't even go over the trait or anything. This monster is hardened and is immune to stun, which is perfect considering that Cat UFO, the mythic monster, relies on stun. Right now, we will just do perfect system. Bye-bye, 2 monsters, and then there's just a Myrak to worry about, and then I will deal with that. So we will do evaporation. Can't do anything. Actually, post-human, right? Trade disable, applies pierce. Something. How do I get rid of that? I'm pretty sure I can get rid of that with something. Magic trait. Nope, that's the trade disable. See, I wish I could remove positive effects. So there's that. Froma will go. Cane of Atlantis kicks in. Don't need to do anything. I'll recharge. I'm gonna do URCLU. And then games. And there we go. And so, oh cool, that's cool. I haven't seen that sword actually in action. So there we have Froma in the first battle. And that was against a Megataunt monster. Now I'll go up against just maybe an Elvira base if I can find one. Here, let me exit out of this real quick. And see if I can find an Elvira base. Cat UFO. Ooh, that Armor Claw, Armor Wormlad, Froma, another Froma, Cat UFO. We'll refresh. Let's see what we can find. Izel again. Cat UFO, Santirion. Let's refresh one more time. And I'm not seeing any. It's just a bunch of Izels. So I guess we'll just go and deal with that. So let's take on Wormlad Ragnarök base. Yeah, let's see how this goes. So we'll take on the base on the right. We'll click fights. And again, I'll just start off with that removing positive effects. Actually, I'll do the evasion just to kind of show you how that could help you out. So Lady of the Beginnings. So team has evasion with the exception of my artifact monster. Alright, move positive effects twice. That's cool. Now I'll get rid of the positive effects on Izel because he'll absorb it all. Fantasy Drip. The relics will kick in. Sherlock's amulet pretty much drains his stamina. Also applied Stamina Leak. Oblation Trap, that's fine. Alright, so what am I going to do? Let's see. Damage Mirror. So I guess I might as well just attack. And bye-bye Izel. So he's gone. And then let's see what I can do. Post-human. Disables trait. Applies. Alright, so that's why it's good. It disables trait so I can still attack whoever I want. Let's activate cooldowns on Ragnarök, post-human. Alright, and let's see. So I'll do my magic trait to trade disable Wormlad. Alright. Oh, I forgot to bring in the skill that is anti his resurrection, but that's fine. I think this battle will be fine. Dream again, here's the removing negative effects and giving my teammates life regen. I removed trade disabled, so he can no longer dodge my AoE, and then he is quote unactivated. So, oh, I don't even need to do it. Just perfect system and just wipe them out. I imagine Wormnaed has resurrection, so he'll be back, and I will just actually I'll recharge. So that way Froma can actually attack. We'll recharge again, and my magic trait disable. Oblation trap kicked in. That's fine, and we'll just finish off with games. And there we go. Let's keep going. I want to do another one where hopefully I can run into an Elvira base. If not, maybe just a Myrak or Ragnarök base. Someone that doesn't have Megatons. But even with Megatons, again, I want to showcase... Actually, ISO Ragnarök is a good one to showcase. What I want to showcase. So let me bring in that other skill. I think I can do without removing negative effects. I want evasion. I want the trade disabled, but I'm going to run excuse me too. And I think that should work out perfectly. We'll take on the middle base this time. And I just want, all I want is for Wormnaed to revive. That's all I want. So let's start again with the evasion. And then let's see what happens. Restore the dream. Thank you for doing that. Fantasy Drip, removing the positive effects from Isol. Perfect. And then, I wonder if I'll just OTK. I probably will OTK because I have level 10 runes and I'm level 130 with my team race monster. Perfect system. Yep, that takes care of 2 of them. Does Giguere have revival essence? Maybe? And then you saw the stamina drain with Jastar's mask, so revival essence, that's fine. I should be able to finish him off. Star Core. Alright, and then we are just going to recharge. Froma will... What can I do with Froma? I will recharge. Alright, so there's that revival. Perfect. So see how this monster has evasion, positive effects, protection, and regen. If I was to attack with this monster right here, I would literally not be able to do anything. Watch, just to showcase, I'll recharge right now. And, like, what skill do I have that can actually attack Giguere? Literally nothing. Right? Literally nothing. So I'll kill Wormnaed for now. And then Giguere literally can't touch him, so I would have to recharge normally. Again, we're just gonna do the... Whoops. That was a mistake. And then, see, even the relics aren't doing anything. But with Froma having excuse me too, check this out. Oh, shoot. Did I not do any damage? But yeah, I basically removed the positive effect, removed the evasion, and then the magic damage. And yeah, that's essentially what I wanted to showcase. What can I do right now? Dream again, remove my 0 damage reduction, or my whatever damage reduction. Just do games, and bye-bye Wormnaed. Let me see if there is one of those bases I want to find. Come on, Elvira, where are you? Maybe it's just I'm in a high enough league to where now we're not seeing any Elvira. Well, I mean, Elvira actually isn't really used on defense. To deal with Mystics, it's more of just bringing on offense. Let's see, refresh. Base on the right would have been a good one. Base on the right again is a good one, just to showcase the Dream Again skill, but I think we're fine. Ooh, Corruptus. And a Megaton, double Megaton, that'll be interesting. Alright, so I'm going to change my team up to include Nazael, and I'm going to remove my Flamirion, and I'm going to take on the base on the right. This is actually a really good showcase. If that cat UFO was faster than me, oh, he's super strong actually. If he was faster than me, it would just highlight the fact that I'm immune to stun, and even if my allies got stunned, I would be able to cleanse, because I have a cleansing skill. I wish that would have been the case. It doesn't appear like that's going to be the case. Instead, it looks like I'm probably just going to be taking out these Megaton monsters. So we'll just start off with Fantasy Drip to get rid of that, the Megatons on that monster. Oh, Iso doesn't have Megatons. He's not fully ranked, I guess. We can do the perfect system. URCLU, take the taunt, perfect system, and then Cat UFO. Is he even going to survive? I don't think he's going to survive. This was a slight overkill, I think. We should have checked my speed now that I put more team speed runes with Nazael. Alright, Froma, how fast are you? Let's take a look right now. Froma is a crazy 16,636. Excuse me too. We'll do that for fun. Bam bam. My amulet deals some extra damage. Mantis Claws Trap. And then I think we'll just do Pain Outbreak and bye-bye. Okay, so we have one more attack. Hopefully I can showcase something. But yeah, guys, hopefully from what you've seen from Froma, such a powerful mythic monster, specifically with the relics, right? If you have the proper relics, phenomenal monster. The fact that you can literally stamina drain and deny, even though it's not a deny monster, it's a support monster. Relics can make it a deny monster. Let's refresh. Let's see what we can find. Let's refresh one more time. And let's see what we can find. Another Isol. We will do... I guess we'll do the base on the right. And we'll see how this goes. So, an attacker Wormlad. Okay, that's interesting. So again, super fast where I'm getting 2 turns in before the enemy even gets 1 turn in. We'll start the game off Fantasy Drip, getting rid of the damage mirror, getting rid of the Megatons. Now I'm free to do an AoE skill. I'm going to go ahead and do Perfect System, but first, let's make sure Isol dies, because I want Wormlad to res. Oh look, I got frozen. That's completely fine. I get a turn in, I'm mega frozen, so what am I going to do? I'm scared of Wormlad, I don't know what he's going to do to me. Well, let's just evasion my whole team. So now my team is protected. Oh, went through, that penetration, right? We're going to do Purge Your Army, removes negative effects from my team. Alright, we are going to do Dream again. Life regen. Do I need the life regen? I guess I'm a little damaged, but no, I don't need that right now. And I don't want to do this yet, so we are just gonna recharge. Archangel's Blessing. Okay, recharge there. Alright, now I can do Perfect System. I can do Fight for User or Games. Let's go ahead and do Fight for the Users. Awesome. Sword kicks in, Oblation Trap. Cane of Atlantis, so that's always super useful. I could take him down, but again, I kind of don't want to, because I want him to res, so Righteous Evil. Good thing I have cleansing skills. Dream again, cleanse, and life regen. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it so much. Alright, I can do Perfect System. So bye-bye Isol. Alright, I want him to res so badly. In the meantime, here we'll do Pain Outbreak, get rid of the evasion. We will do, what do I have? I kind of wish I had my trade disable skill, but I don't have it on me. We're just gonna do evasion. We'll do evasion. Come on, res. There's that res. Perfect. So again, excuse me, to removes positive effects twice and then deals low magic damage. Is that low magic damage enough to kill him? Let's find out. Let's go ×1 speed. Remove the positive effect removal. Remove the evasion. And then the damage. Why is it 0 damage? Okay, that has to be a bug. It should be doing damage. I'm going to let SocialPoint know. For whatever reason, Froma isn't doing damage, but you should remove the positive effect. Then you remove the evasion. Then you deal the damage. So it should be a Wormlad-like skill, and it should be killing. So that's very weird that it's not. Anyhow, let's go ahead and kill Ragnarök. And then there's just a little Wormlad. Recharge. Trade disable would have been nice. See, it should be just like that skill right there. Nazael Army. I think Games will probably OTK right now. Bam! Games. Look at Froma going twice. Oh, such a fast monster. Let's dream again for the life regen. Let's do Fantasy, nothing. He'll probably res. Watch. Yep, there's that res. And again, we'll do Games, kill Wormlad. And again, we'll go ×1. Excuse me, too. This should be killing Ragnarök. I imagine it's going to do 0 damage. But that should be killing him. It shouldn't be 0 health. That has to be a mistake. So that's good to know. That's really good to know. Oh, my ult. Like a wild bird, applies Pierce to itself, deals moderate magic damage, disables traits. Very cool. So, very cool. So, guaranteed trait disable with the ultimate, thanks to the Pierce. And Games, and there you go. So yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed seeing Froma in action. This was a 130 Froma with level 10 runes, or actually 2 level 10s and level 9 runes. Huge thanks once again to my teammate Rent for letting me use your account to make this video so I can showcase this amazing mythic monster. So powerful with the proper relics. If you see him at 150, like I imagine whoever is in the top ranking, they probably have a Froma ranked up. See, oh, 140. But see, oh, perfect. Right, even using evasion, so unless the enemy has a Froma, like this is such a good defense. Using a ranked up Froma, I imagine, oh, strength. So, very interesting. Team speed, all strength. Oh, very interesting defense, but for sure I could imagine it was a Froma because you really can't beat, and to see that Elvira, you really can't beat Froma without a Froma. Let's see, or not Froma, let's see this base here. 150 Froma, of course. 150 Froma, of course, like, of course, that's like the go-to defense in the top leagues right now. Of course, that gets them into the top. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this monster review on Froma. Once again, a huge thanks to Rinth. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this monster? What did you think about everything? I'm still super confused about Excuse Me too. It really should be fixed to work the way it should. So I guess we'll see what happens in the future. But nonetheless, a great mythic monster. It's a shame I didn't get it. It was just too difficult to get this monster. The only way you got this monster is if you really devoted a good amount of gems to the game. So yeah, it is what it is. But with that being said, again, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this? And also let me know, who do you think is the best mythic monster in the game? Thank you very much, and I will see you all next time.